I actually have objections to 3 of these items, and they're all based on the same thing, which is board authorization is required because the proposed modification increases the contract amount beyond what was originally authorized by the board. So this, and you're the only director that actually questions this a little bit. I think the public has a right to know when you're asking for these modifications, just giving away money. I'd like to know exactly. You know, you got some very vague answers, but I think the public has a right to know exactly why these are so routine. I mean, every contract that comes in front of this board is routinely approved, except for one contract, which is, of course, the union contract. So this is awful vague and awful general, and you know, you're dealing with millions of dollars here. Don't you think it would be advisable to actually allow a little bit more detail as to why you're increasing these contracts now? I mean, you got how many millions here? Because the only thing I ever hear you saying no to is the union contract, but all of these other contracts, yes, yes, yes. And there's only one director that even mentions it. That's what I have to say about the 3. You don't have to put me up here for each one, but that's my point that I wanted to make. I wish we would get more definition to these increases than these vague, well, the money is there and we're required, or we could use it, so we're using it. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You no sense of decency, sir, at long last. Have you left no sense of decency?
Sorry, I didn't realize you wanted to come back to this.
Yeah, I wanted to have a 3-minute open mic. I've got a couple comments. The first comment I want to make sure all you directors realize that when it came to binding arbitration, nobody asked the union members about that. That decision was made for us. The president of the union at that time decided to sign an agreement without even asking us. A lot of us have had problems with that decision being made for us. So not everybody's against you ending the binding arbitration. You know, it's the process that you're using to do it that bothers us. The thing I wanted to comment the most about, I think this is for the board of directors here, this negotiation could be started right now if Mr. McFarland and his staff would consent to open meetings so that people like me can attend and sit there and listen and watch. And I'm not sure why the board won't direct Mr. McFarland to open the union negotiations to the public. I mean, you can have your rules, no talking, no this, no that, no participation, but I just can't understand for the life of me why there's an objection to opening the union meetings to people to watch. What possible reason would you have to not want the public to see that? The only thing I can come up with is that you have something to hide, Mr. McFarland. That's got to be it. I mean, the union doesn't have anything to hide because they want to do it. Can you answer me, or you don't want to answer me? No, he doesn't want to answer me. So I mean, this is for you people. Why can't you actually make a demand of your general manager for once? I've been coming for years. I've never seen the board actually direct the general manager to do anything ever. All I see is the general manager getting every resolution put through over and over year after year, whether it's him or Fred or anybody else sitting in that chair. Why can't it go the other way once, just once? Like, we direct you, Mr. Neil McFarland, to open up the meetings between the union and yourselves, and let's get this thing on the road.
Thank you, Alan. I guess for the record, I want to make it clear I actually support the decision that the union negotiation should not be.
Why? Can you explain to us why?
The union negotiations, when it gets down to the point of them being considered publicly by us, that's when the public has an opportunity to weigh into the dialogue and discussion.
Why?
I'm not going to debate with you. I'm just telling you that what I'm saying is I agree with the decision, and a court is going to be determining.
Yeah, but why? Why does it have to go through court? Why can't you tell us?
Because there's an honest disagreement about what that law.
I understand the law, but what is it about Trimet that doesn't want to open?
I'll stop. We're not going to debate this any further. The other thing I want to make clear to you also, you made us a comment earlier about the only thing we say no to is the union contract. We have never seen a union contract since I've been here. I'd love to see a union contract.
Well, he says
Al, I'm just telling you, when we get contracts negotiated and ready to be brought before us, we look forward to acting on that contract. But right now, we are unable to have a contract before us because it has not been negotiated.
We know what I'm talking
And
about.
okay, thank you very much for your comments and suggestions. Anything